What is up? What is up, awesome people of the internet? Guys, day one has started. I'm excited about it. Today we're going to do like a watch and talk of specifically the Tennessee versus NC State game. But I do have coverage of all of the games for you all. We just finished watching LSU absolutely dominate against Jacksonville. That game was easy peasy lemon squeezy for the Tigers. We also saw today Oregon take down a Virginia Tech. Final score of that game was 70-60. We saw Washington beat South Dakota State. I thought it was going to be a closer game than what I saw. But at the end of the day, the Huskies ended up easily knocking down South Dakota State. We also saw Baylor versus Nebraska as well, where there was, they're calling it a controversial call. It was the right call that was ultimately made. Flagrant, one, I believe, that led to a continued run by Baylor, and they ended up getting the dub, even though Nebraska was right there to give them a severe run for their money. But we are ready to watch Tennessee versus NC State. That's what we are getting ready to watch. But before that game happens, it is tipping off very, very soon. The game is happening on ESPN. We got a fun battle on that one. But we also saw today Ole Miss versus Gonzaga, where Ole Miss was taking care of business, beating Gonzaga 81-66. Maryland got the dub as well, 99-67. Minnesota beats Green Bay. It was a very close game until the fourth quarter. Then the floodgates opened, and then we saw what we saw. We saw North Carolina beat Western Illinois. TCU knocked down UC San Diego, and Olivia Miles does Olivia Miles things. But we do have tip-off for Tennessee and NC State, so we'll talk about some of the other games as we have a chance. But the focus is for sure NC State versus Tennessee. All right. So let's actually refresh this real quick, and we'll watch and talk through the game. All right. I'm curious to see who you all have ultimately winning this one. I do have Tennessee winning. Ooh. I like that. Talaysia Cooper misses the shot, but gets her own rebound and gets the put back. Nice. Very, very nice. For Talaysia Cooper. Literally, anytime she plays, they'll talk about her former team. That is for sure. Ooh. I like that. Zoe Brooks is always gonna get a buck. Ooh, nice steal. Zam with the steal and the layup. Yeah, men's bracket has way more chaos. But I will say, yeah, Janiah Barker is out. Janiah Barker is out. I think that's going to be a huge loss for Tennessee. However, Talaysia Cooper and Z Spearman, I think they're good enough to kind of get this team still the win, even with a big time player out. But we'll see. Trigger. Ooh, that's a nice shot. You always love a big woman that can shoot the midi. You always love it. And Tilda, she seems to enjoy playing against Tennessee. She usually has a good game. Ooh, that was a terrible air ball by Mia Paldo. She'll get it back. At least that's the hope. Ooh, I like that. Big bucket by Zoe Brooks. She has 4 points so far in today's game. Mia to Talaysia. Oh, that was a nice shot, though. She missed it, but that was a really good shot. Mia gets the rebound, misses. It's the front end of the iron. NC State can't control it, but they do. Zoe Brooks has it. Zoe Brooks with the floater. Hey, I like that flow game. Zoe Brooks is on one. 3 of 3 so far. Getting into action. Yeah, it's streaming on both channels. Yep. All right. Ooh, nice strip. Stay with Tennessee. Paul Doe. Man. Was that Zam Jones with the block of Mia Paldo? I like that. Donna says Tennessee should not even be in this tournament. I mean, here's the thing. The reason why they're in the tournament is because where they play. They play in the SEC. There is a benefit for sometimes being mediocre in a really good conference. There's a benefit to that. Huge benefit. Tilda Trigger with another bucket. There's not a lot of people at this game. Oh, another steal. Oh, my goodness. Tennessee, y'all can't be getting sloppy. Zoe gets fouled. She's going to head to the line for 2 shots. But yeah, this Tennessee team, if they start to get turnover happy, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Shamika, I completely agree with you. Yeah, Tennessee is the more talented team, but they have no chemistry. Yeah. They don't. And it's a shame, too. Like, again, they really do have a lot of talent. Like, Jada Civil, oh, my goodness. She just came in the game. But Jada Civil is flat out amazing. I love watching Jada Civil play. I think she has so much potential as a college player. Like, so much potential. Yeah, Aaron, I do have a group for brackets. Yes, I do. So if it's on ESPN. So if you search QL, it's QLS : awesome people of the internet. All right. So yeah, that's where you can find it. But yeah, we do have a group for brackets on ESPN's, fantasy whatever thing. But yeah. Almost another turnover for Tennessee. It's like they're just standing. Okay, here's the basketball. Okay, we're just gonna let's just watch you do what you do. Let's just watch you. And so yeah, that's not great. That is not great. Paldo. Another turnover for Tennessee. Oh my goodness, man. And of course, we see Zam Jones capitalize. Man. I tell you, I thought this was about to be a competitive game, which is why I wanted to do a watch and talk with this, but I don't know, man. A ton of turnovers to start the game. Man. We have not even made it 5 minutes in this quarter, and Tennessee already has five turnovers. Miscommunication for NC State leads to their turnover. All right, hockey substitution for Tennessee. Oh, thank you so much for joining, Aaron. Appreciate you. Shamika says, Kim Caldwell is so done. I can't imagine her staying another year. I expect to hear the announcement by Monday. I don't think so. I don't think they're getting rid of her, because I heard, I believe it was the athletic director, talk about her, and it really does seem like she's staying at least for another year. They're not giving up on her just yet. So yeah, that's something to note. They are not giving up on her. And another bucket by NC State, of course. Zam Jones with the 3. Zam Jones' shot is so low. Like, she starts the shot like right in her chest. Like, she doesn't like start it like higher up. Like, she starts that shot low. A very low shot, but she knocks down a 3. Man. Molly says it might be in the second half. Yeah, it might be a close game. That's the thing about Tennessee. That's why I think Tennessee is so frustrating, is because it's just, you don't know what you're going to get. You have no idea what you're going to get when it comes to Tennessee. It could be an extremely close game where they're just on it. Or it could be a game like the way today has started, where it's just turnover city. You know, where they're just sort of like just watching the basketball game. And it's like, dog, y'all know y'all playing, right? Like, you know this is a game, right? You know that, right? I'm just saying. I just think that wait, UConn has a commercial? Wow, nice NIL deal for UConn. Y'all see this Invesco QQ or whatever ad? Wow. Got some of the UConn players in it. I like that. I like that. Because, yeah, coaches going to get their commercials. They're going to get their money. But, you know, it's kind of cool when you see the coaches and the players in the commercial as well. I think that's really cool. Really, really cool for UConn. I wonder what that NIL bag was to get in that commercial. I think that's kind of cool. Oh, to be a college player nowadays, man. Wait. It's another commercial? Wow. UConn is in another commercial. Wow. Marriott Bonvoy commercial. It's featuring a whole bunch of other people, including the rugby girl. I can't remember her name, but and probably some other sports people. But UConn has 2 commercials. They got 2 commercials, y'all. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Yeah, I know Debbie Antonelli excited about how her NC State Wildcats are doing. You hear the excitement in her voice. You hear it. Yeah, NC State really is on fire right now. They really are on fire. Yeah. 3 for 3 for Zoe Brooks. 3 for 3 for Zam Jones. 2 for 2 for Tilda Trieger. Dog. Efficiency, dog. Efficiency. And there is nothing that Tennessee is doing to stop that. Ooh, nice 3. They really needed that 3-point shot by Talasia Cooper. She does have 5 in the game so far. Caden Samuels, the ball. Goes inside to Camille Pierre. Jump ball. It'll stay with NC State. But again, thank y'all so much for joining. We just doing we're going to do a watch and talk of Tennessee versus NC State. However, we will be talking about some of the other games that happened this today. We'll be talking about those as well. So again, thank y'all so much for watching. What were some of the games you all watched earlier today? Let me know in the comments. But a game that made a little bit of continuous history was TCU. And in that TCU game, here's the thing. When we talk about TCU, you know exactly who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Olivia Miles, the lottery pick from TCU, who has just continued to make a name for herself. Once again, she hits another triple-double. Once again. You know, it was a thing, you know, at Notre Dame. It's a thing at TCU. She does it again. Olivia Miles, 12 points, 14 assists, 16 rebounds. Insane statistics. Absolutely insane statistics. And the best part, only 3 turnovers. So if you wanna blank out her some of the assists because of turnovers, dog, 11 assists. If you want to counteract some of those turnovers. Crazy. What a game. I mean, and of course, you know, they dominate UC San Diego. But we also saw Taylor Bigby have probably one of the best games of her career today. 7 threes for her in this one. She had 27 points as TCU routes UC San Diego, 86-40. As time goes on, we'll continue to talk about some of the other games as well. Yep, they're showing that NC State did beat Tennessee in 2024. And then earlier this season as well. I mean, they probably got it. I think I still struggle with still in the back of my head, still thinking of oh no, Tennessee's gonna get it together. They're gonna get it. They're gonna be fine. But no, it's not happening at all. Nebraska and Baylor were good. That was a really good game. It definitely came down to the wire, and really thought Baylor would wind up losing the game, but they did finish the game out really well. Now, you know, that flagrant foul was controversial, but here's the thing: don't do that. You had the jump ball. Don't do that extra thing because it didn't cost Nebraska the game, but it definitely didn't help momentum. So yeah, that's definitely a thing. I mean, yeah, she does look happier. She does look happier. All right. Anyway, score is 19. NC State, just 7 for Tennessee. I mean, here's the thing. You want to score for Tennessee, get a ball to Talage Cooper. Try to see what she can do. I mean, that's your only real hope at this point. Ooh, nice 3 by Nia Robertson. Oh, and Tennessee got the steal. Wow. Okay. Tennessee's back in business. 3-point shot followed by the steal and the lay. Okay. Got 5 points in about 10 seconds. Okay. That's the thing. Tennessee can do that every now and then. Depends on how long they can do that for and how much they wind up shooting themselves in the foot, in the other times of the game. I'm just saying, It'll run by Tennessee. Another turnover for NC State. Okay. They're trying to get some momentum. We'll see how this goes, okay? I'm just saying. Just saying. I like it. But NC State, come on, y'all. Y'all started off really well, but come on, get it together. Get it together. Another score by Tennessee. Jeez. NC State, y'all starting to lose it. Ooh, nice three. Woohoo! I like that. Caden Samuels connects. Former UConn Husky. That was Robertson for another three. She does miss it, but Tennessee gets the rebound. Poldo misses. Nice old boards by Tennessee. Doesn't lead to anything. Ball goes out of bounds. It is NC State basketball, but like I do like this. Okay. I do like the little bit of energy that Tennessee has. I like it. Ooh. Oh my God. Y'all. Oh my goodness. Cadence, Zam Jones is a beast, y'all. Zam Jones gets to the rim, takes the contact, makes the shot, and gets the and one opportunity, makes the free throw. Wow. Yeah, Zam Jones is a beast. Alyssa Latham with her second foul. Not good for Tennessee. She does head out. We got a minute and 57 seconds left to go. NC State has the lead 25-14. This was a very, very strong start by NC State to start off the game, but Tennessee is starting to get back in this. They're trying. That's all we can ask for. They're trying. Ooh. Z Spearman, I like that. I like it. Good things come when Tennessee gets to the rim. That was a missed shot by Devin Quigley. Nah, she didn't go for it. Poldo. Back out. Z misses. And there is a foul on Tennessee. All right, quick segue to thank channel sponsor Sling for sponsoring this live stream. Here's the thing. If y'all are like, hey, Quita, I want to watch this game. Well, you can right now if you subscribe to Sling TV, because they have a one-day option for you all. So if you're watching this game and you're like, or you're watching me and you want to watch the game, well, you can do that right now. Literally, it costs $4.99 to subscribe to a day pass. So make sure to get in on that. And also, if a 12 through 16 seed makes it to the round of 16, you get to benefit by getting a $1 price for your next one-day pass on Sling TV. You learn more at slingtv.com/underdog. Whoa. Big time three for Talasia Cooper. All right. Tennessee is starting to get back in this. Okay. 19-25. I like this. I like it a lot. Missed shot. There's a foul on the rebound. Man. Talasia Cooper looked like she was about to pass the basketball, but she goes straight into her shot, and it's money. Love to see it, dog. Love to see it. Zam Jones misses. Rebound. Okay, can Tennessee close it out? Let's see. Let's see. Are y'all going to be under control? Ooh, nice pass. Paul. No, Paul don't miss. Zam Jones gets fouled. All right, well, let's continue to talk about Sling TV. But again, if y'all want to watch the game right now, y'all can do that. Subscribe to Sling TV /underdog. Sling.com/underdog. There's no purchase required. You can, to learn more and see full rules, visit sling.com/underdog. That is for their, if a 12 through 16 seed makes it to the round of 16 in either the men or women, then your next 1 day pass is just $1. All right, let's get back into the game. Ooh, man, I thought Tulays Cool was about to knock down that three. We have reached the end of the first quarter. Overall, pretty exciting, right? But NC State, come on, y'all had y'all foot on the gas, and you kind of let it go. We saw Zam Jones, we saw Tilda Trieger, we saw Zoe Brooks off to a fantastic start in this one. They were not missing, but we have seen some ill-advised recent turnovers for NC State, and they're allowing Tennessee to get back in this game. This game felt like it was over in 5 minutes of the game, but it's a game of runs. And Tennessee did go on a run and kind of got back in this one. This is just a 7-point game, 26-19. All right. I do want to talk about some of the other games that are happening right now. So we do have Colorado playing Michigan State at the very moment. Colorado State playing Michigan State 29-27. Later on today, we do have Villanova versus Texas Tech. We have the Idaho Vandals versus Oklahoma Sooners. And earlier today, we saw some easy blowouts. Here's the thing: when it comes to women's college basketball, we're gonna see some blowouts, right? We're gonna see some blowouts, and we saw a lot of that today. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, real quick. Let me talk about this real quick. Yeah. Santa says, Queenie, can we talk about Janiyah? She's not even on the bench. Yeah. Janiyah's out. Janiyah's out, guys. What exactly is going on? I guess she's injured or something. I don't know. She's out. Right? So yeah, she was available before today. But she is listed as out. So yeah, dog. Yeah, she's listed as out. So I guess she's injured or something. I guess Janiyah is injured. And I gotta say, that really hurts Tennessee's chances. But I mean, I think they could still win if, even though she's not available. But yeah, I expected her to play yesterday. I expected her to play earlier this morning, but we found out before a tip-off that she is listed as out. So, we'll see. They say it's because of illness. So, what exactly that illness is? Why did I just go to LSU? What the illness is, I don't know. But yeah, she is unavailable today. How do we think this is? I don't know. Like, Janiah Barker in general is just a wild card. Like, she has so much athleticism and, like, raw talent. But I just don't think any program that she's been on has actually been able to harness her talent in the best way possible. Like, I think she's someone who has the potential to do a little bit of everything, but like, her role, I mean, honestly, guys, she, in a lot of ways, she probably had her best roles when she was at Texas A&M. Right? And I think that UCLA, that was a waste. And I don't believe Tennessee was the best fit for her this year. I just don't think it was. And it's unfortunate. But, it is what it is, dog. It is what it is, just because you leave to go somewhere else in the portal does not mean you're going to be successful. Like, I don't know, man. Like, she has so much potential. So much potential. And I just don't think it ever actually developed as much as it could have in college. And these last 2 years, I don't think it's really developed at all, to be honest with you. So that's my thoughts on Janiah. I don't know. Tori said I should have made more brackets. I only made 5. I just made 1. I made 1 bracket, and that was the bracket I did live with y'all. So, like, it is what it is. What in the world? That was a stupid pass by Tilda Trigger. Another turnover by NC State. I'm gonna need Westmore to really get on his team, cause ain't no way NC State is just allowing Tennessee to come back in this one. Ain't no way. Foul. On the floor, we got Z Spearman, Talasia Cooper, Maya Paldo. We have Lauren Hurst and nice 3. Missed. And we have Boyd, Kiana, Boyd. Ooh, I like that. Zam Jones, once again, gets to the rim and gets a bucket. She leading the charge for NC State. We got Zam Jones, Camille Pierre, Tilda Trigger, Zoe Brooks, and we have Devin Quigley on the floor for NC State. Inside to Camille Pierre. Trigger. on, NC State. They're getting way too lax on the offensive end. And it's leading to turnovers, it's leading to missed shots, and it's leading to Tennessee getting back in this one. Maya Paldo with the bucket at the rim. I mean, come on, NC State. I mean, get a ball to Zam, but Zam turned it over. Devin Quigley ain't that tall. She ain't that tall. Santa says Janiyah might end up being one of those what if players, and that's really sad to me. I mean, dog, it is what it is. Like, you know, this is an era of player empowerment. So, like, honestly, players have the ability to go wherever they want, really, if they're good enough. And you can't tell me that there weren't a lot of teams wanting a player like a Janiyah Barker. And so, you know, you choose what schools you choose, and then it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. You know, things don't end up the way you want it, but at the same time, you had several bites of the apple, right? Tennessee is not her first team. And so, yeah, I mean, it's a huge bummer, but at the same time, like, you choose where you choose where you go, you know? It's like Smokey the Bear. Only you can prevent forest fires. Only you can choose where you want to go, right? You decide. And I mean, it seems like she may have decided wrong. As it seems like. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Tori says, thanks for the live queue. My family / friends aren't really into women's college basketball, so it's fun to watch the games with you in the chat. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely, Con Landing. NC State's offense is looking very stagnant, and this is exactly why I really thought, okay, Kaden Samuels makes a layup. Okay, so that's something for NC State. But they've been struggling lately. Several turnovers, and just, you know, not so great shots and lackadaisical defense. They're in a zone right now against Tennessee. Ooh. I thought that three was about to hit. Missed. NC State with the basketball. Come on, Jada. Like, that's a dumb foul. That is a dumb foul for Jada Civil. You'd already lost the possession. Get back on defense. Don't try to hack a guard and then wind up with a foul. Come on now. Yeah, I was faking. Yeah, of course that was a flop. Wes Moore should review it. That was a straight flop. Destiny Lunan got called for the offensive foul, but yeah, it was a total flop. Zam. Man. Zam Jones is fantastic, man. They say she's scored or assisted on 22 of NC State's points. That is what she does, man. Pierre gets her shot blocked. Trigger with the hook. Miss. Hurst got the rebound. Maya Poldo. Ooh. Talasia Cooper off of one leg. I like that. I like that a lot. That was very nice. Ooh. Turnaround Jay makes a shot for Camille Pierre. She has 4 in today's game so far. I tell you, Camille Pierre, I tell you, it's just a question of what if. What if? You know, what if she actually stayed at Vanderbilt? I mean, could Vandy be a top, you know, a 1 seed if Camille Pierre was still there? I mean, while I'm talking about how she misses a layup. That's an easy make. Another missed shot. Yeah, Tennessee is really crashing those boards. I thought she made that. Another offensive rebound. Wow. Wow. Talasia Cooper is killing though. She really is. Oh, thank you so much, Laura, for the super chat. Salute to you. I appreciate you. Akita says, Jan count 1. Yeah. But it is getting a little bit more competitive. It is. NC State got to get it together, though. Like, that's kind of ridiculous. She makes it. I went over to QLS to peek and see which chat is more lit. Which chat is more lit? I don't know. Which chat? I'm able to see it, all the chats in one thing together. So I don't know which chats are from which account. I haven't posted on the Queenie Love Sports channel in forever, dog. I didn't realize how long it's been since I had posted. But I'm back. I'll have a real recap of today's games, hopefully tomorrow morning on the QLS channel. All right. And again, this stream is being sponsored by Sling TV. I've been talking about them on the morning show because they are your source to be able to watch these games. The tournament is here. We're already in the midst of the round of 64. And with all that happening, you all want to watch those games. So if you are interested in watching all the games that are happening, you don't have to sign up for a monthly TV subscription. You don't have to do that. You can sign up for a 1-day, 3-day, or 7-day pass. It means more access, instant access to whatever games or TV shows you want to watch. For our purposes, we care about the women's side of things, but you can get a 1-day pass for just $4.99. And Sling is celebrating the chaos that everyone loves about the tournament. They are making it more fun to root for the underdogs this year. If you purchase any pass from Sling TV, and a 12 through 16 seed makes it to the round of 16 in either the men's or women's tournament, then your next 1-day pass is just $1. Get signed up at sling.com/underdog. If underdog wins, then you win too. Live TV your way. Learn more at sling.com/underdog. No purchase necessary. And to learn more or to see full rules, visit sling.com/underdog. All right, guys. I gotta tell you, I love the underdog. I just don't think on the women's side we're gonna see much of that underdog-ness come into effect. Like, I just, it's unfortunately for the women more predictable. It's more predictable on the women's side, which is not the greatest, but it is what it is. Oh my goodness. Y'all, Princess is snoring. Yeah, I really think, Talasia Cooper should stay in the game. They took Talasia out, and of course she's not happy about it, but she should be staying in the game for how she's played so far for Tennessee. Well, oh, now she coming back in. What was the point of that? I tell you, it makes no sense. Talasia Cooper was out for one possession. Not even 30 seconds was she out. And now she back in. I just, they continue to do this. And, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of annoying, to be quite honest with you. It's kind of annoying to, see the randomness of the subs. Z Spearman misses a shot. Camille Pierre, do something with the ball. Y'all about to hit a shot clock violation. Okay, they barely eke through. NC State, that is. 3 ball misses. Talasia, step back 3. I thought she had that. Another offensive rebound. Wow. Tennessee is really killing it with the offensive rebounds. B-Lit says, I haven't seen Tennessee in... Oh, another steal. Dog. Here comes NC State again. But anyway, B-Lit says, I haven't seen Tennessee in a hot minute. These hockey substitutions and pressing, LOL. What's the strategy behind this, you think? I mean, they're trying to wear out the opponent. And they're trying to stay fresh by the constant substitutions. However, you need a certain type of roster with that. You need players who are willing to do that. Willing to constantly come out the game and not have that mess up the rhythm and whatnot. It's hard to do. And it's hard to find players to fully buy into that. And it really does seem like this team has not fully bought into that. That's what it seems like to me. Shamika, thank you so much for the super chat. Says sending on this chat so we win. LOL. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Camille Pierre misses the first shot, but she makes the second. And we have ended the half for NC State. The score is 40 NC State, 29 for Tennessee. The version of both teams that we see in the second half, ooh. Zam said a lot of talking on Instagram, so she came with a lot of energy. What's been talked about on Instagram? I tell you, I'm not on Instagram like that, so I don't know. What's going on Instagram? Was Tennessee talking some stuff on Instagram or something? What's going on? What is going on? Amelia says, this is why I hate these subs. They are so dumb. That's why they can't get in a rhythm. Yeah. 2 says, this feels like another UConn year by default. Hopefully Blake's makes a Cinderella run. I think that'd be fun if she did. I think that would be really, really fun. But truly, what was said on Instagram? What was said? But anyway, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water, and we'll be there. We'll be back in about 10 minutes to talk about some of the other games that happened today, and we'll also go through the second half of this game, which I'm hoping, fingers crossed, is way closer. We'll see. All right, see y'all on the other side. Yeah. Talk to you soon. All right, guys, we are back for the second half of Tennessee versus NC State. NC State has a pretty sizable lead, 11-point lead so far, 40-29. Here's the deal, guys. When it comes to this game, it's a series of runs. It's a game of basketball, a series of runs. And in the first quarter, we did see a massive run by NC State to start off the game. We saw Tennessee come back and bring some energy and kind of get the game kind of close. But then we saw NC State, as that second quarter continued to go on, they were able to extend their lead. And a huge reason why is Zam Jones. Zam Jones is absolutely spectacular. And she has some extra motivation. She said there was some stuff being talked about on Instagram, and that gave her additional motivation. What exactly those things were, I don't know, but she has 15 points, y'all. And typically, Zam Jones is someone who averages 14 points. So, like, whatever that issue is on Instagram, it has given her a boatload of life. A boatload of life, not just for her, but for this entire NC State team. They look very good, you know, They're looking to close out this game in the second half. We'll see what Tennessee ends up doing here. Tennessee is all about one player today, and her name is Talasia Cooper. She is absolutely leading the charge for this squad, and nobody else for Tennessee has been consistently doing much of anything else. And so the question mark is, who else steps up for Tennessee? Who else steps up? Because they can't win this game on just Talasia Cooper. You can't do it. You cannot do it. So, we'll see, dog. We'll see. We will see. Tilda Trigger has basketball, misses. We saw Camille Pierre go for a rebound. She gets fouled. She's going to go to the free throw line. They've attempted 22 threes? Dog. I cannot believe they attempted 22 threes. I've been watching the whole game, and I'm like, I mean, yeah, they've attempted threes, but like, I didn't think it was 22 threes they've already attempted. Man. Wow. That is insane. That is a lot of threes. All right, Mia Paldo. Get to the Spearman. Spearman back to Paldo. Almost got the ball stolen. She gets it back. Passes out for three. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Big time three by Denia Prawl. And easily, wow. Zam Jones easily goes through the press, but unfortunately for her, she ends up committing the charge foul. Yeah. Prawl was right in her pocket with that three-point shot. And yeah, that was an offensive foul on Zam Jones. That was an offensive foul. Good call by the ref. 10-point lead for NC State. Prawl to Talasia. 4-3. Talasia Cooper connects. Yeah, she is Tennessee's savior today. Tilda Trigger makes a layup. All right. Mia almost gets the ball stolen. Doesn't, though. Ooh, nice pass to Pro. I like that. For the layup, I like that. A lot. As NC State sleeping on defense, though. Like, that's kind of ridiculous. Camille Pierre. Come on, girl. You got to make that. You got to make it. Talasia. To Z. Oh. Missed. Zam gets fouled. Going to the line for 2. Speaking of Zam, Molly says Zam does too much. At times, yes, she does. But I tell you, Zam Jones is a very, very talented player for NC State. And the best thing about Zam Jones, she's only a sophomore. She is only a sophomore, y'all. A lot of potential for Zam Jones. A whole lot of potential. Camille Pierre, she may be having some foot issue, ankle issue or something like that going on. Has taken off her shoe. Oh my goodness. Prawl is on the bench with her hand in her, with her head in her hand. She might be hurt. Man, what is going on with this Tennessee team? And NC State. You got 2 injured players on both benches. And Pierre and Prawl. What an awesome last name is Prawl, though. I just think it's a fire last name. Anyway. Tennessee 3. Ooh. Jada Civil misses. Man. That's a bit of feistiness on that rebound. By Maddie Cox. And of course the subs continue to happen for Tennessee. Y'all, NC State has found a way to consistently break this press. Wow. Well, wind up with a turnover at the last second. But that shouldn't have been a turnover. That was NC State sloppiness at the end. But they easily broke the press, but, you know. Okay, Camille Pierre is getting her ankle taped at the moment. Maybe that ankle is why she's been missing these layups. I guess Prawl wasn't that hurt. She back in the game. Talasia Cooper gets to the rim and gets a shot to go. You gotta love to see it. You gotta love to see it. Zam misses. Zam gets the steal. Oh my goodness. She faked it, but hey. It is what it is. Talasia Cooper's gonna wind up with 30 points in today's game. I'm just saying. She gonna wind up with 30. Zoe, mid-range, misses. Rebound Tennessee. Cooper, midi, misses. Jump ball staying with Tennessee. Conley says Holy Cross had a player on their team named Asia Wilson. Yeah. It's always kind of weird when you like know, there's like this uber popular either player or celebrity or like whatever, and they have a name, and then you hear about somebody else who has like a similar name, and it's just weird. Like this, the Holy Cross player, she's never, I don't think it's likely she's going to go to the WNBA. But if she ever did, wouldn't that be weird to have two Asia Wilsons? Like, I mean, now there's only one Asia with the apostrophe, but still. Oh my goodness. Another player collapses. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What happened? Jeez. Zoe Brooks is on the ground. You like she was crying a little bit. She's up. She's hobbling her way over to the. What happened? I don't know what happened. They're showing a replay of it, but yeah, I'm not sure what happened. But she's in definite pain on the bench for Zoe Brooks. You never want to see a player get injured, especially in the NCAA tournament. I mean, and I don't know exactly what happened on that one. She may have been slightly hurt before that shot even happened. Cooper back to the line. And I like that two shot that ESPN just had on there where they were showing Zoe. Yeah, Talasia Cooper doing her thing though. Yeah, that could be bad. Lonnie says, look like a rolled ankle. I mean, I didn't totally see the rolled ankle. I didn't see the rolling of it. Maybe she had already like somewhat rolled her ankle before that shot, and then it got even worse. I'm not exactly sure because I didn't really see anything. I didn't really see anything happen on that play. It'd be huge if they lost her. Like, huge. Yeah, she may have landed on it wrong, Amelia. All I know is you never want a player to get hurt like that. Hopefully she'll be able to come back in the game and close it out for NC State because I think they need her. In order for them to really seal this win against Tennessee, I think they need their two best players, Zam Jones, and two best players. You need really your four best players. You need Zam Jones. You need Zoe Brooks. You need Camille Pierre, who was getting her ankle taped up earlier, and you need Tilda Trieger. All those players need to show up and show out. For them to withstand any type of run that Tennessee may have to offer, and so you got to have your players ready to go. And again, just wanted to mention the sponsor of this Watch and Talk, and that is Sling TV. So if you all are looking to watch any of the when did Nafisa Collier get a commercial? Okay, shout out to Nafisa Collier. Okay, all the UConn peeps are getting their coins. Okay, I love to see it. Anyway, If y'all are looking to watch any of the NCAA, or if y'all interested in watching any of the tournament games, anything that's happening on the women's side, you all can make sure to subscribe to Sling TV, because you can do that on there. Maybe you don't want to commit to a 1 year deal. Maybe you don't want to commit to an entire month. Well, you can get a 1 day, a 3 day, or a 7 day pass from Sling TV. Yeah. Zoe Brooks got hurt before she even took off for the shot. Yeah, I don't know what happened to her on that. Wow. It's a bummer. That's for sure. That is for sure a bummer. But anyway, if you all want to watch this game as well as other games live as they happen, get Sling TV and get on one of their passes. And also, they have a deal that's all about underdogs. If you purchase any pass from Sling and a 12 through 16 seed makes it to the round of 16 in either the men's or women's tournament, then your next day pass is just $1. Get signed up at sling.com/underdog. If an underdog wins, then you win too. Live TV your way. Learn more at sling.com/underdog. No purchase required. To learn more and see full rules, go to sling.com/underdog. All right, Talasia Cooper made it to the free throw line. But yeah, the idea of Zoe Brooks going to the bench, I mean, not even just going to the bench, but actually going to the locker room. Oh my goodness. Can Camille Pierre make a layup? Guys, let me check. How many field goals has Camille Pierre missed today? 3 of 10, y'all. And at least 5 of those field goals missed were layups. Camille Pierre, I know your ankle hurting you, but you gotta make the layup, okay? You gotta make the layup. It did look like a non-contact injury, yeah, which is not good. You never want to see a non-contact injury. Never. Ooh. Off the backboard. Okay. Nia Robertson gets it to a 3-point game. We got 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Wow. Y'all, we got a ball game. Kaden Samuels, pump fake. Gets it to Camille Pierre. Camille! She misses the layup, but she makes the tough mid-range bucket. Okay. I respect it. Miss 3. Rebound goes to Tennessee. Nia Robertson just throw. I like that though. She threw it off until the trigger. I like that. K-Jack says Pierre heard you, Kuda. I mean, you know, she missing all these shots, dog. Colorado. Oh, really? That game is tied up in the fourth? Wow. Oh, no, I just missed it. But Mia Poldo knocks down a 3. Wow. And again, having Zoe Brooks out of this game is a huge loss. Huge loss for NC State. Because, yeah, Zoe Brooks doesn't always have to score to be super effective for this NC State team. Remember, guys, she is she's one of the all-ACC players this year. And the reason why is because, yeah, she can score, but also, she can play some decoy for her team as well. And not having her on the court means more pressure on Zam Jones, more pressure on, Camille Pierre to make some stuff happen for this team. And so we'll see. Tennessee misses, so NC State has an opportunity to get this 2-point game a whole lot further out. Zam connects. Zam Jones for 3, big time shot, and Miss President is excited about it. He's Miss President, you want to You want the people to see you? Mr. President wants to say hi, y'all. He wants to say hi. Say hi, Mr. President. Mr. President is excited about this game, y'all. He been excited all day. Zoe, or not Zoe. That was Zam gets the ball stolen. Mia. Oh. If she would have made that shot, I would have been like, Mama Mia, here's a 3 again. That was a foul on Prawl, and she's, of course, not happy about it. Yeah, Mr. President is here. He is getting a haircut next week because he looks terrible. He looks terrible, y'all. Y'all see him? Mr. President. This dog got himself a lot of hair, y'all. A whole lot of hair. And it's all coming out next week. Yeah, Mr. President in the house. Made free throws. All right. 5-point game. It's always chalk for the women's side. At least most of the time it is. Turnover. Yeah, she traveled. She traveled. Yep. Yep. Y'all haven't seen Mr. President on screen for a while. Like, because normally he be asleep for the morning show, and so he don't be bothering me. And so y'all haven't seen him in a long time, but yeah. He probably want me to walk him, so that's probably why he all up in my business. All up in my business. Zam tries to get to the rim. Zam misses the shot, but she does get fouled, so she's gonna head to the line for 2 shots. Why you want to face this way, Mr. President? Also, y'all, Mr. President, he had surgery. What? A couple weeks ago, he had surgery. He had to get a lot of his teeth taken out. I forgot how many. I think it was like 13 teeth or something like that. He got taken out, and he was such a sad dog for a couple of days. He seemed so out of it, but now he normal. He normal now. Zam, 22 points in today's game, makes both her free throws. NC State does have a 7-point lead. And this one, I thought they were going to report on what's going on with Zoe, but turns out they're not. Missed shot, Tennessee. It's kind of a rush shot, I would say. Why would you foul? It's such a stupid foul. Oh my goodness, y'all. Boyd ended up fouling, and she like, what? Dog, that was a foul. It was unnecessary. It was an unnecessary foul. All right, Mr. President. You need all this attention, dog. I'm trying to watch the game. But instead I'm watching you. All right. 13 seconds left to go. Can Tennessee score? It'd be helpful if they can. of course, Talasia Cooper had the basketball. She does get fouled before that shot attempt. It says, Squida, you just reminded me to give my dogs a dental treat. I'm glad I can serve as that reminder. I'm glad I can do that for you. Mr. President, I'm trying to look at my screen. I can't even look at my screen for the comments. Vincent says, are you feeding Mr. President too much candy? No, I'm not. Yeah, this dog, I don't be playing with him. And Princess, they don't really get treats with me. I think Mia Palda was trying to get a foul on that shot. Trying to get them to call a foul. No foul was called. And we have reached the end of the third quarter. Guys, the score is 57 NC State, 48 for Tennessee. It looked like NC State may have been in danger zone, but they were able to close out the quarter with very good success. Shamika says, those dogs probably hear so much basketball. Yeah. Too bad they don't know what I'm saying. Too bad. Okay. I tell you, it'd be fun if dogs talked. Because I guarantee you, if Mr. President could talk, he would be the best women's basketball analyst that ever lived. Because this dog eats, sleeps, and breathes me talking about basketball and watching basketball. He don't really watch it himself because he don't like. I know some dogs like look at the TV. He don't look at the TV. He just listens to me talk about it all the time. And so yeah, he would know a lot about women's basketball if he could talk and if he understood languages. K-Jack says Zam is gonna go for 40. I mean, so far Zam has 24 points. I don't see her getting 40 at this point. But hey, you never know. You never know. She could have a crazy quarter. I do love the fact that there are so many like women athletes in commercials now. They're showing a New Balance one right now. And of course, Cameron Brinks is a New Balance athlete. All right, Mr. President. You about to knock down my laptop. You need all this attention? You need all of this attention, dog? Tori says, Tennessee got me a little stressed now. My one bracket where I had them losing, I chose Nebraska to win against Baylor. So that has been busted. Bummer. I mean, here's the thing. Pretty much no one's going to get all their stuff right. And a lot of people will get their bracket busted in the first round. Possibly even myself. Who knows? I'll after today's over, I'll check my bracket, see how I'm doing. But I only did one bracket. That's it. One bracket was one chance, and I did it live. So, is anyone else's bracket totally busted now? All right, they're talking about Zoe Brooks.
7-point game. And they have the advantage now heading into the fourth quarter on a day for Tennessee.
I thought they were going to give an update.
But then, unfortunately, as the day progressed, they realized they were losing Janiah Parker to illness that came on this afternoon after their shoot-around, And so she is not playing.
So they're saying Janiah Parker got sick during their shoot-around. I don't know. I mean, that's what they say, so we'll go with it. But I got some questions. I got some questions. Camille Pierre makes a layup. Woo! Should have shot that for Spearman. Come on, y'all. Make the layup. Make your layups, please. Oh, my goodness. Tori says, wait, Quita, I think I missed your live bracket. Who do I have winning it all? I have UCLA winning it all. Yeah. I have UCLA versus UConn in the championship game, and UCLA wins. It just feels like it's UCLA's time. Now, yes, is UConn amazing? Absolutely. They have the best college basketball player in Sarah Strong. Again, best college player. Is she the player of the year? In my opinion, no, because the Big East is an easier conference, and so that's why she's not my player of the year. But she's the best, most talented player in college basketball. They have her. So I think, yeah, UConn absolutely has a chance to actually win it and get the two-peat. However, I just really do feel like it just feels like things are just aligning really, really well for UCLA. They're playing fantastic basketball. And I just feel like it's their time. I really do. I really do. Vincent says during shoot around, I don't believe that. I mean, yeah, I don't totally either, but I can't really say that, someone's not telling the truth because I don't have any proof, but like, it doesn't feel right. It didn't feel right. Amelia says she got sick after shoot around. Okay, sure. I mean, that's kind of where I'm at with it. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm just like, this sounds very, very fishy. Because wouldn't they have known yesterday if she was starting to get sick or something like that? I mean, someone, I guess, could wake up and just be sick and, but like sick enough to not play? Like, I don't know. Like, she wasn't like on the injury list or anything yesterday or anything like that. And so like, I don't know. Mama 5013 says, I think NC State will win this game. At this point, yeah. At this point, yes. And my bracket is done. My bracket is done. Shamika says, I feel like this is favoritism and Princess isn't getting any love. Princess is way over there, sleep. So, Princess don't walk around like that. Mr. President walks around, and he looking at me right now because I'm saying his name. Yeah, Mr. President. But yeah, Mr. President walks around a lot, and he's like very active. Princess is, she's an old lady, so she sleeps. That's pretty much all she does. If she goes to sleep, she wakes up, she goes on a walk, she eats, and she goes back to sleep. Like that's all she does. That's all she does. So like she's not gonna come up to me, She's not gonna come up to me. Ari Bradley says, Quita, it's good to see the HBCUs win games in the tournament. Both men and women seem. I don't follow the men's sides. I don't know how the men are doing, but shout out to Southern for winning yesterday. I mean, they do have a gauntlet that they have tomorrow against South Carolina. So, like, hey, it is what it is. They're gonna get killed tomorrow. But yeah, shout out to Southern for winning their first four game. So. Yeah, Zoe Brooks hasn't come back to the bench yet, which, is pretty concerning.
They do a really good job of scoring off the passer and the inbounder.
59-50. Robertson. Probes. Yeah. Tilda's like, get that out of here. Yeah, Keenan, let's talk real quick about some of the other games because this game is basically over. We do have Villanova leading Texas Tech. We're in the third quarter with 6 minutes and 28 seconds left to go. And that one, the score is Villanova 33, Texas Tech 28. So will Texas Tech get got? Possibly. That's the other game that's happening at the moment. Later on, at the 9 o'clock hour, we do have Oklahoma taking on Idaho. That is the last game of the day. But earlier today, we had Michigan State take down Colorado State. Crazy close game on that one. Michigan State barely eked out a win. We did see Texas easily destroy Missouri State. No real competition in that game. Other games include Michigan taking down Holy Cross 83 to another missed shot. 83-48. We saw LSU knock down Jacksonville 20 points for Flau'jae as LSU scores in the century mark once again, 116-58. We saw Duke take down the College of Charleston 81-64. Toby Fournier did her thing with 24 points. And moving on to TCU, Taylor Bigsby did her thing with 27 points, but the star of the show was Olivia Miles with another triple-double. First time a player has gotten a triple-double for two different teams in the NCAA tournament. And so that's something really cool to know as TCU routes UC San Diego 86-40. Other games include North Carolina taking down Western Illinois. Final score of that game was 82-51. Nyla Harris did her thing with 17 points. We saw some other games as well. Washington takes down South Dakota State. Avery Howell with 30 points, I should say. Brooklyn Meyer with 29 points as Washington gets the job done, 72-54. We saw Ole Miss knock down Gonzaga. Latasha Lattimore did her thing with 15 points as Ole Miss wins 81-66. Ooh, I like that. I like that aggression. Loonan heading to the free throw line. 4-2. Still a 10-point game for NC State versus Tennessee. Looks like NC State does have this one in the bag. Man, I tell you, in the first round, if you're not hosting the game in the first round, it's always looks sad. Like yesterday and Thursday, yesterday was Thursday. Yesterday and Wednesday, it was so empty for those first four games. And I'm like, okay, yeah, it's first four, it'll pick up. I mean, as usual, this happens every year, right? But it's like every year I forget that it happened the year before. And then I'm like, man, that's terrible. Ain't no one there. It's like 700 people in the arena or less, right? I don't know how it is on the men's side because again, I don't watch the men play anymore. Mainly because I just don't have time at all. And so, yeah.
Tennessee has just not been able in the quarter four to keep NC State from getting to the paint. NC State's guards off the bounce. Started the game talking about it, and they hit
But yeah, so I don't know how it is on the men's side, but like on the women's side, like it definitely is a thing. If you're not hosting or if your school isn't close to the team that is hosting, it's empty. You got some fans that are there, but it's not that many fans that are there. Yeah, this game is basically over. Kaden Samuels with a bucket. Talasia Cooper misses everything but the backboard on that shot. Yeah, I think if Tennessee cannot get this game within 10 with 5 minutes left to go, I think it's over. Zam misses the layup. Yeah, that was a really good play by NC State. You had Lunan playing Ring Around the Rosie, playing decoy of sorts. Ball goes to Tilda Trigger, and then we see Kaden Samuel dive to the basket and get the lay. I like that. This is a really good play. Debbie Antonelli's right. They can get back into it, but this is not the Tennessee of old. This is the Tennessee of new. Vincent says, I think it's already over. It's not over until it's over. And now it's a 12-point game. Got 5 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in this one. Zam. Ooh. Cadence. Misses. Nice old board by Zam. Zam Jones heads to the free throw line for 2 shots. All right, we got another timeout on the floor. Timeout on the floor. And again, I want to acknowledge channel sponsor Sling. This play-by-play is being presented by Sling, and here's the thing: tournament time's here. We're literally watching a game right now, a game that isn't as close as I had wanted it to. I wanted it to be more of a 2-point, 5-point type of game, not a 12-point lead with less than 5 minutes left to go. But hey, we can dream. We can dream. Okay. But if you all are looking forward to tomorrow we do have a boatload of really great games, or we got a boatload of great teams playing, I should say. Great teams playing. Of course, South Carolina plays Southern tomorrow. We see Ohio State play Howard. So the HBCUs are going to be representing tomorrow. We have Virginia versus Georgia, which to me is going to be a really, really awesome game. We have Notre Dame versus Fairfield, which is just an overall question mark of how that game is really going to go. We have Syracuse versus Iowa State, which is probably going to be my favorite game of the day. Basically, a lot of games happening. And if y'all are like, yes, I want to watch some of those games, but I do not have a cable subscription. Well, let me tell you about Sling TV, because they have a 1-day, a 3-day, a 7-day pass. And you can get that on Sling's website, sling.com. Also, if you go to sling.com/underdog, you can be able to possibly benefit from a upset happening. If a 12 through 16 seed ends up making it to the round of 16, then when you purchase your next day pass for sling.com, it will just be $1. That's right. Purchase any pass from Sling TV, any 12 or 16 seed makes it to the round of 16 in either the men's or women's tournament. Then your next day pass is just $1. You can get signed up at sling.com/underdog. If an underdog wins, then you win too. Live TV your way. Learn more at sling.com/underdog. No purchase required. To learn more and see full rules, go to sling.com/underdog. All right. I just thought about this. I wonder if that like mama person earlier was actually my mom. I don't know what her YouTube handle is, so it could be her. Amelia says, I'm watching the game on Sling right now. Well, see, there we go. Sling in action. I love it. I love it. Nope. Michigan State ended up winning. Barely, but they won. Zam makes it. Yeah, they mentioned that Talasia don't have any points this quarter. Keena says I was low-key thinking that. I know Mama's probably watching. So, like, Mama, if you are watching, put something in the chat and let us know if that's your username. Well, I wonder if she's already turned off the game thinking that it's over. I'm curious. Ooh, nice backdoor pass. Oh, it is Mama. Y'all, so Mama 5013 is Mama. Says, yes, this is your mom. Y'all say hi to Mama in the chat. Say hi to Mama in the chat. Zam Jones with the career high 28 points. Talasia finally scores this quarter. Her team really needed that. That's for sure. Mama, do you think that NC State stands or Tennessee stands a chance at all? At this point, I think it's over. But they do have 4 minutes left to go in this game, so like, just get a ball to Talasia and have her work, okay? Have her work. KJX says, man, Tennessee should have stayed home. I mean, dog. It is what it is. Tennessee has made it to every single NCAA tournament since they started doing it for the women. So, like, Tennessee is a staple. So, yeah. But yeah, it looks like they are going to lose this one. And it means that my bracket is already busted. Edie says this is the end of Kim Caldwell. I don't think so. I really don't believe Kim Caldwell is going anywhere. Now, could I be wrong? Yeah, I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. I don't think he's going anywhere. Man, Zam Jones with another steal and a layup. It's over. Talasia misses the three. Everybody saying hey to mama. She said Tennessee is not playing well. But she did say hi to everybody. So thank y'all for saying hey to mama. Now we know mama handle. So if we ever see that in the chat again, we know who it is. We know who it is. K Jack says Zam for 40. I mean, so far Zam has like what? 31 points? Another turnover for Tennessee. Kaden Samuels gets the steal. And it gets fouled on the layup. Oh my goodness. This is a disaster, dog. Straight up disaster. Nia Robertson gets fouled out in the game. Man. Talasia Cooper comes. I don't think it's the last. I think Talasia Cooper's about to come right back in about 15 seconds. She about to be right back in this game in about 15 seconds. She ain't leaving out this game for sure. Y'all know how crazy of substitutions Tennessee has. Yeah, Talasia Cooper gonna be right back in this game in about 15 seconds. It has, yeah. We're talking about the zone that NC State's playing against Tennessee. It has been very effective. Almost led to another turnover by Tennessee. 3. Officially, Brando says, Quita, did you pick Tennessee? I did. I did pick Tennessee. But here's the thing. When I picked Tennessee, I did not know that Janiah Barker was going to be out with a illness. I had no idea she was going to be out. I had no idea. And so, yeah, I picked the wrong team. I picked the wrong team, y'all. Keena says, yeah, I believe she will stay while they blame it on the players quitting. I mean, I'd be interested to hear what the post-game presser is like. I would be very interested. Don't be a Chihuahua, be a Doberman. I like that. That's a good phrase. What a way to break that press. I like that. I like that baseball pass. Or more like a football pass, probably. Oh, look at the NC State contingent behind the bench cheering on their feet, cheering for their squad as Zoe Brooks gets charged for the gets charged with the charge. She's not happy with it. Oh, Zam Jones fouls out. All right. I still don't think it's. Why is Talasia Cooper still on the bench? I thought she's going to be out like 15 seconds. I don't understand that. Z Spearman got two straight offensive rebounds. Prawl gets her shot blocked. I'm so confused. I am so confused. Why is Talasia Cooper still sitting there on the bench? Why? y'all just saw what Talasia Cooper not Talasia Cooper. Come up here, just say it. I don't understand that. I really don't. Why is Talasia just sitting there? Yeah, I don't get it. I did not get it. Does anyone have any idea? Ressa says because the game is over. I mean, she was on the bench with 2 minutes left to go. Technically, the game wasn't over yet, though. And also, your season's over. Like, as a coach, like, shouldn't you just be like, dog, I don't care about injuries. Like, play. We need you to win. I don't know. To me, that's crazy. That's crazy. That is just crazy. And Talasia Cooper has, yeah. Dog. That's rough. That is a thumbnail shot right there. A thumbnail shot of Talasia Cooper with her face in her shirt, and Kim Caldwell just staring. Wow. Shout out to NC State, dog. Shout out to NC State for getting done. Because here's the thing. Midway through the game, they lost one of their best players on the team, Zoe Brooks. She went out. She didn't come back in the game. And yet, and still, NC State was able to hold out and get the dub. As they take down Tennessee 76-61. NC State does their big one, okay? Dog, it is what it is. It is what it is, okay? And let me call Mama. Let me call Mama and see what she thought about this game. I know she verbally said it, but I wanna get some overall feedback on what she thinks about the game. But first, what do y'all think about this game? KJ says Kim pulled a Vic Schaefer when Vic Schaefer pulled out Rory Harmon. I mean, yeah. It is kind of sad to see. Yeah. Yep. Amelia says they keep zooming in on Cooper's face. I mean, yeah, because like that's the shot right there. That's the shot. Because they're gonna use that probably for the next couple of days. E-Manny says that picture says it all. Might be a nail in Kim's coffin. Tennessee players going straight from this game into the portal, sadly. But yeah, I'm sure you're right. Yeah. I'm sure you are right. Rasa says, transfer portal in full motion. B-Lit says, there goes my bracket. This feels like last year when Vandy lost when I believed in them. Hey, it's the madness of March. That's all I got to say. It's the madness of March. And I do want to take this opportunity to do a little recap. Let's do a little recap, and let's kind of talk about the game that was. So we'll get to it. We will get to a recap, and I'm going to call Mama so we can have a little chit chat. About this game. Little chit chat. But I tell you, man, you gotta get the job done. And for NC State, they did that, and they did it all game. But when it mattered the most, Tennessee kind of, I don't want to say they gave up, but maybe they did kind of give up. Maybe they did. I'm just saying. I am just saying. All right, let me get this graphic, and I'm going to call Mama, and we're going to talk about this game real quick. All right. Let me call her.
Hello?
Mama,
Yes.
you want to talk about the game?
One of the saddest games. This didn't make any sense. I almost turned it off because it seemed like they were trying, but they were not succeeding. And what I mean by that, there was not a whole lot of energy on Tennessee's side. And I just can remember them shooting way better than what I saw them shoot today. They were missing everything.
Mama, they was 7 of 36 in this game from 3.
It's like, this is ridiculous. What in the... You cannot rely on one person to help you win a game.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Cooper just playing her heart out. You cannot ask her to do every single thing and expect to win. It's just no way. So I don't know what it was tonight, but they played horribly. Just looking at the free throws, I think it was 22-6.
Yeah.
Yes. They didn't get to the line that often.
Mm-hmm. That's because they kept fouling. 23 fouls in today's game. They kept fouling. 25 free throws for NC State. 25.
But NC State was not fouling them like that.
Nah, they weren't.
They were not fouling them like that. And I wouldn't say necessarily that was their best game either, but they played good enough to win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Did. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I've seen them play better than what they played tonight, too.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're playing such a horrible team, you look fantastic. I'm just saying. Right?
Mama, you going in on Tennessee. But Mama, I got to say this, though. Okay, Before the game started, we found out that Janiah Barker, arguably, the best, if not the second best player on this team, she was out, and it was an illness in quotation marks. So she was not on the injury list yesterday, which they put illnesses on the injury list, but she was not on there yesterday. She was not on there this morning. It was during shoot around that alleged that she got an illness and was unable to not only play in this game, but was unable to even be on bench. And I gotta tell you, Mama, that's what they said is she has an illness. But the way things have gone so far this year for Tennessee, it makes me it makes me doubt. Like normally, if someone says, "Oh, someone has an illness," okay, sure, I believe them. But with Tennessee, I'm just like, is she actually sick, or did something happen that made it be like, okay, well, you're not playing, or she didn't want to play, or something like that. Like because this season has gone the way it's gone for Tennessee, it does put a sense of doubt on was she actually ill? Was she actually sick or not?
Well, I would say I hope that she was sick for real, because to put your season on the line and lie about the situation would not be good, because they already knew they couldn't. They needed her to win, to have a chance of winning. So I don't know if they would lie. In particular, I'm wondering if she really did get sick. Because she could, you know how you have viruses or whatever, and how sometimes you feel good, then you feel bad, and you feel good, you feel bad. And maybe she didn't feel that she had the energy to do what it took to really give an effort in tonight's game. That's where I would leave it at for that reason, because this was too much. It was an important game, and I just can't see them acting crazy for no reason. I just can't see it. This game was too important, and they knew if they didn't win tonight, the season itself was over.
Yeah.
So why would you not play her unless she really seriously cannot play? So that's where I would take it.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
As well as most people, I heard some people, was saying in the chat different things, but at the same time, this game was just this wasn't a season game. This was not like a regular season game. Mm-hmm. This is the end of your season. Either your season continue or it ends. This is where the buck stopped. So I just couldn't see them just doing the same things they did throughout the season, sitting somebody out or somebody didn't show up or whatever. I just didn't see that being a issue. So I think she was legitimately sick.
Okay. Fair enough. But during this game, we also saw a injury to one of NC State's best guards, Zoe Brooks.
Yeah, I saw that.
And Mama, it looked like a non-contact injury to me. Like, I don't know exactly what happened, but she went up for a shot and she came down and she was clearly in pain. She ended up hobbling off to the bench area, and then eventually she hobbled off to the locker room and did not return back to this game. We don't know her status yet, but the fact that this team was able to still get the win with one of their leaders out for a large swath of the game, I think that's overall, Mama, a huge win for NC State in terms of the confidence to be like, no, we got this. Now, the idea of Zoe Brooks possibly being out for the next game, which we don't know, hopefully she is available for the next game. But like, if she's not, then to me, it brings a huge worry about the next game. But today, I thought it was a huge bright spot for NC State to be able to still get the dub.
But the reason why they were able to do that is because Tennessee, even while Brooks was out, did not step up.
Yeah.
If they had an opportunity to step up and take the advantage, but they didn't. Yeah. So why wouldn't NC State just keep their foot on the gas? Why wouldn't they just continue to do what they were doing, even though Brooks was out? But Tennessee, to me, should have made some adjustments. You got Brooks out. Come on, let's get some energies. Let's get some. Remember, they made those 2 threes back to back in the third quarter, I think it was, and we thought they were coming back. And then NC State just like, oh no.
Well, it was Zam Jones that shut the door, and she even said it at halftime. She supposedly something was said on Instagram, and that got her and her team fired up to play in today's game. And every time it seemed like Tennessee was trying to get back in it, Zam Jones kind of shut the door. She had 30 points in today's game, was absolutely fire, kept getting to the free throw line, and she looked great out there.
Well, sometimes those kind of things give you more energy because it's a mental energy.
Yeah.
You know, all that smack talk, sometimes it just gives you more energy than what your actual skills may be because you want to prove somebody wrong. And that's what it was about. But again, Tennessee had the opportunity to match it. They had an opportunity. You had enough players to mix and match to see, okay, with Cooper, who can we get to get hot? All you needed was a second player to match what Cooper had going.
Yeah.
And they would have had a chance to come back and at least tie it in that third quarter where they had the energy. The fourth quarter, like they kind of like, in a sense, gave up. Yeah, they playing, but they wasn't really after it, if you will.
Yeah, they gave up. And I wonder what changes happen for Tennessee, because number one, I think we can absolutely expect a lot of these players to be in the transfer portal because they don't seem happy at all on this team. Like,
the system she has doesn't work for them.
Yeah, it just doesn't. And the
system of 5 switch in, 5 switch out, it doesn't work.
Yeah, especially not for this group of players, and the fact that Talasia Cooper, your best player today, the player who absolutely was dominating, she gets sent to the bench with about 2 minutes left to go, and at the time, yes, Tennessee was down in double digits, but like you can still make a comeback. Like the game was not, it was kind of over, but like it wasn't over. And she goes to the bench and she sits in that first chair. And usually if you're in that first chair, you're about to come right back in, right?
Right.
But she sits there and I'm like, okay, she's going to be back in about 15 seconds. She's still sitting. We're under 2 minutes. She's still sitting. About a minute left, she's still sitting, and all the while, Tennessee is losing any possible chances that they had to actually try to come back in this game. Was it likely that they could? No, but they could. Technically they could have. And like the fact that Talasia Cooper was just sitting there on the bench, and the ESPN showed a clip of her, with her shirt, her head in her shirt, looking down, and Kim Caldwell just sort of staring. Like, to me, like that is the shot of this entire season for Tennessee. It's just like, it's a dumpster fire. It is just a dumpster fire. And I'm just like, what in the world? What solutions is there?
Exhausted. I think Cooper said, forget it, I'm done. We can't win. I'm done. That's what I think, that when she put her head in her shirt, to me, that's what that meant. That she didn't have no more to give tonight. That's what I think that meant. It may not have meant that, but that's the way I read it. She's like, we can't win this game. I ain't got no help out there, and we're running out of time. So what's the purpose?
Yeah, I could see that, but the way I took it was her basically being like, the game is totally, we're losing control of the game. I'm still sitting on the bench. I'm the best player on this team. I have busted my butt all game, and you want to just put me on the bench? I'm frustrated. I got my head in my shirt. I am frustrated. At least that was my impression of that word, because it's just like it's like the frustration. Like, what are you doing, coach? In my opinion, that's my perspective of like her of that situation. We'll hopefully find out something as to why Kim Caldwell even benched her. Like, I just don't get it. I understand benching your best player if she's playing bad. Talasia Cooper is the only reason why this game is as close as it was. The only reason. And you bench her? Like, I don't understand. Like, I really, and I mean, yes, it was just for 2 minutes, but like, that was the last 2 minutes of the game. Your season's over. Like, don't you want to do everything possible to make sure your season doesn't end? You know?
I think Coach gave up in the third quarter. That's what I think. I think she gave up in the third quarter. She was like, we just need to finish this game out. Let's just finish the game out. Do the best we can. That's what I think. Because remember when she pulled her out, was that early part of the fourth quarter for one play, and then she...
Oh, yeah, she put it right back in. Yeah.
And put it right back in.
Yeah. But
that's probably what everybody thought was going to happen when she pulled it out.
That's what I thought. Yeah. Yeah.
But that didn't happen. And you're probably right that when she sat there for a second and thinking that she's going to come back in, and then she eventually put her head in her shirt, as if she wanted to cry, or like, I can't believe this. But I thought she was exhausted personally.
She probably was exhausted. I'm sure she was. She gave it all she had.
Yeah.
But there was enough time in that 2 minutes to possibly come back in this game and win. Again, was it likely? No, but it was possible.
Yeah. Anything can happen, and because this is March Madness.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. You can never give up in this atmosphere, and I think that this kind of a game reminds us that sometimes we're taking it too lightly. So I don't think they came into the game believing they can win.
Yeah.
I don't think even I kind of like turned it on. I think it was almost the end of the first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. Sometimes your body language, sometimes your mental, whatever your mental status is, sometimes that can determine certain things, and you just playing it out.
Yeah.
So their body language said something, and then the fact that they kept missing. I was like, how many baskets are you all gonna miss? How many?
Yeah.
At some point, you got to make them, right?
By far, Tennessee had so many shot attempts. They had 73 shot attempts today, and the winning team, NC State, they only had 51 shot attempts. So Tennessee kept getting shots up. And kept missing. And I tell you, they had a ton of offensive rebounds in today's game, but at the end of the day, it didn't lead to anything. 21 offensive rebounds, and you had lots of chances, and you kind of squandered them, and you had this NC State team. You had Zam Jones just dominate you. You had Camille Pierre, who kept missing layups, but ultimately did have a double-double in today's game, 16 points, 12 rebounds for her. Like, overall, NC State, they take care of business. They don't have the best game ever. They don't. But you don't need to have your best game ever when the other team shoots themselves in the foot. Right. And they act like their head's not in the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's really what it was. Their head was not really in the game. Because you could shoot. It doesn't matter. If you're not strategic in getting not just a shot up, but the best shot and the best player that can get the shot at that time. You know what I'm saying? Just shooting just to say, oh, I made an attempt. That means absolutely nothing. When you keep trying to do the same type of shot, and they were at the basket a lot where they missed. I was like, wait a minute, how you missed that?
Yeah.
How you missed that?
And also there was, as usual, there was no actual adjustments for Tennessee in the entire game. Like, there was just nothing.
I think that's the main thing.
And the zone that NC State ended up going to, it's like Tennessee, they had no answers whatsoever.
Yeah. Did she not have any players you think she could have just switched out to make a difference? Do you think there was any player that you could think of that was on the bench that could have made a difference?
I mean, a player that I really like for Tennessee is Jada Civil. I think Jada Civil, she has the potential to be a star in college basketball in the coming years, depending on what she does.
I'm talking about in this game, though.
I think adding her in could have been interesting. Now, she did play in today's game, and she did get 2 quick fouls. She didn't do much of anything. But like, I would have loved to like seen her come back in the game in the fourth quarter and just give her some burn. Just see if she could try to make something happen in the zone. I just think that like with Janiah Barker out, it just a lot of things were already coming against Tennessee. And I think you needed to figure out to how to get another spark. And I think Jada Civil has been a big spark for Tennessee. And I just wanted to see her get a little bit more minutes, especially in that second half, to see if she could try to make something happen.
Okay.
But overall, I just Tennessee needs to change the way they run plays. It was definitely a lot of okay. I'm just gonna stare at you. We're gonna pass the ball real quick. Okay, we're just gonna stare at you. Take a shot, and then when the shot is taken, now everybody crash the boards. And then it's just like craziness. But it's not like the offense itself is not strategic. Now, were they hustling for those rebounds? Absolutely. But
that's what I'm saying.
Before the shot, it wasn't any real strategy. It's just like, oh, let's just watch. Okay, crash the boards. Watch. Okay, crash the boards. Like I just wish that overall there was like actual strategy in this game.
Well, I think the season itself went with the switching out a whole team and not allowing those players to get in rhythm to make a difference. So let's say, to me, she would always pull them out too quick. That's number one.
Way too quick.
And they wouldn't have a rhythm. Then she put the next set in and not let them stay in long enough to get a rhythm. Then you bring the other team right back. It's like, well, wait a minute. So nobody has a rhythm and they just playing ball. Mm-hmm. And the other team is in rhythm and they haven't switched out anybody.
Yeah.
And I think just doing it all year long did not help prepare them for the tournament. I just think that's what it was. And because they should have played much better. The players are much better than what they played. But I just think the rhythm is not fair. The rhythm, you have to have rhythm in basketball. You talk about all the time how they're gonna do runs. Everybody gonna have opportunity to do runs. But if you're not in rhythm as a player, even your normal shots have no chance of going down because you're not in rhythm.
Yeah.
You got to be in rhythm, and in this kind of a high stake game, you want players to be in rhythm. You don't want players to be cold or just out there. You just don't want them to do that. Because we've seen players that's in rhythm can hit shots back to back. It's nothing to them because they're in rhythm. But the coach have allowed them to be in rhythm because they let them stay out there long enough to get it. Even if they miss 3 or 4 shots, they don't just pull them out just because they missed 3 or 4 shots. They give them a chance to get in rhythm. Now, they ain't going to give you a whole quarter to do that, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I think that was their downfall. We've seen it throughout the season where they had a little stretch of when they did play well, and then all of a sudden all the other teams got better and they didn't. And it was seen. So, and we're not used to seeing that from Tennessee. Mm-hmm. We're used to hearing Tennessee going to the next level here. So it was disappointing. And I know Candace Parker was not happy. Poor Candace.
I mean, Mama, If Candace wanted to, they would have made her the head coach of Tennessee if she wanted it. She don't want it, but if she wanted
She
it,
don't want to work that hard.
yeah, that's a lot of work.
That's
a lot of work
there.
But if she wanted it, they would. I believe they would give it to her in a heartbeat. But hey, I mean, it is what it is. Tennessee has they're gonna stick with it. We'll see if next year Kim has a different system. We'll see who even stays on this team. I think the Paldo twins probably will stay, but who else stays? Mama, I wouldn't be surprised if basically it's a whole new team for Tennessee. We'll see.
I think she's gonna change her system. That's what I think. Because the system did not work this year at all, and it wasn't because she didn't have the players to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And nobody else uses this type of a system because I don't think it works. Number one, it's like you're having three separate teams in a sense.
I mean, they had more success last year than this year. Last year was definitely a novelty. This year it seems like teams are used to it now, and they're like, "Oh, you're not tricking us anymore. Like we're good."
Well, but nobody else plays that way.
Yeah, nobody does. Yeah,
nobody else plays that way. So, yes, those other players on the other team may get a little warm because they play more time. But again, they have been on the floor long enough to be in rhythm. So even when they're tired, they still are playing at their best. You know what I'm saying? Because they're in rhythm, and you keep trying to put fresh bodies out there. Yes, and that's what it is. It's for a fresh body. That's all it is, a fresh body that's not in rhythm. And then you don't leave them out there long enough to get in rhythm. That's the main thing, I think. So I think she will change her system. Even if half the players leave and she has another set of players to deal with next year, I think she will have no choice but to change the system.
Yeah.
You know, where she may not do all five, maybe she'll do two, switch out two. You know what I'm saying? I don't see her doing all five. I don't see her doing that next year.
Yeah.
I just don't.
We'll see. Santa says, "Are you going to go over another game tonight?" Yeah, let's quickly do a quick rundown, Mama, of some of the other games that happened tonight. I'll just go through it real quick.
Because I haven't watched any other games.
Well, it was a whole bunch that happened, Mama.
I'm watching Oklahoma right now.
That's a close game so far.
Yeah, it looks like it's pretty good.
We saw earlier today, Baylor barely get the win over Nebraska. The final score of that game was 67, Baylor, Nebraska 62. Talia Scott did her thing, but Britt Prince, she tried to put Nebraska on her back, but ultimately she did fail. This was an extremely close game. Baylor is one of those teams like you just never know. Like they're a good team, they got good players, but they don't always show up and play well. And so like it was a question mark of like ultimately what they were gonna do, but they did get the dub against Nebraska. We saw Michigan State get tested heavily against Colorado State, but they were able to get the 3-point win, 65-62. We saw Ole Miss get the job done against Gonzaga. They win 81-66. We saw Maryland easily taking care of business against Murray State, win 99-67. Kendall Walker was absolutely fantastic with 20 points. We saw Amaya battle and do her thing against Green Bay as Minnesota gets the job done. Mama, I was watching that game, and Mama, that game was so close until the fourth quarter. Mama, it was such a close game. A game where at one point Green Bay was winning, and I thought that, oh my goodness, we're about to see the 13 seed beat the 4 seed. I thought it was about to be an upset, but Minnesota came into that third quarter and lit a fire. They were down, I believe they were down by 4 points coming into the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And they go on a 30-9 run in the third quarter to ultimately blow out Green Bay. Now, again, it was a 4-point Green Bay win coming into the fourth. Like, it was a close game. And that's why I was watching it, because I'm like, oh my goodness, Minnesota's about to get got. But the power of being at home. Minnesota was the 4th seed, which means they were at home, and and that crowd got into it in the fourth quarter. And truly, I think if they were on a neutral site, Minnesota would have lost. I think that crowd brought them back into it and ultimately led them to beat Green Bay 75-58. We saw North Carolina take down Western Illinois 82-51. Saw TCU get the job done against UC San Diego as Olivia Mouse gets another triple-double, because that's what she does. She's a triple-double machine. Will be for sure a lottery pick. We saw Duke take down College of Charleston. That was easy peasy lemon squeezy for Duke. 81-64. And LSU once again has hit the century mark, 116-58 over Jacksonville. And then we saw Asia Wilson take on Michigan. As fun fact, mama, did you know that Holy Cross has a player on their team named Asia Wilson? No, and I think it's kind of fun. I think it's kind of fun. Her name is
freshman?
No, I think she is a she is a freshman. She is a freshman, yeah.
Okay.
She's a freshman, mama. Yep, she's from Rochester, New York. Her name is Asia Wilson, Asia. So different spelling. But yeah, I think it's kind of fun. But anyway, her team, the Holy Cross Crusaders, ended up losing to Michigan 83-48. And then finally, we saw Texas get the job done against Missouri State 87-45. Those were the games that happened earlier today. We got a whole slate of games happening tomorrow. But Mama, thank you so much for hopping on and wrapping up the game that was Tennessee versus NC State. As NC State gets the job done, sending the Lady Vols packing. All right, Mama, thank you so much. Okay. Y'all give Mama some love in the chat. Thank you so much for watching. And a whole lot of almost upsets, but at the end of the day, didn't happen. We'll see what tomorrow holds. Will we see any upsets? Probably not, but let's hope for it, Mama. Let's hope for it.
Yeah, Oklahoma is 29, Idaho 19. They're in the beginning of the third quarter. No, the second quarter. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and Texas Tech has they have a 3-point lead against Villanova with 13 seconds left to go in the game. Oh my goodness.
Oh wow.
Oh my goodness. Let me turn.
It'll be interesting to see who's gonna win this one.
Let me turn to this. Okay. Looks like Texas Tech may have committed an offensive foul with Villanova ball. Wow. Okay. Well, Mama, I'll talk to you later. I'm gonna watch this 13 seconds and see if Texas Tech can get the job. But thank you again.
You're welcome, babe. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Y'all, isn't Mama the greatest? Isn't she the greatest? Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Something. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Isn't she lovely? Do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do-do. All right, guys, I'm gonna hop off. I see y'all. Actually, now let's just watch this game. We got 13 seconds left to go. 13 seconds left to go. Villanova with the basketball. We're coming out of a timeout. This game is way closer than I expected. Villanova has to get it in. They do get it in. Oh, she missed. Texas Tech with the rebound. Gets fouled. Okay, game over. It's 4.9 seconds left to go, but it's basically over. All right. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. I see y'all tomorrow. Get ready for Quentin says Stephen Wonder is Stephen Wonder wondering about your singing. I know. Anyway, was that Bailey mopping to the free throw line? But yeah, I'll talk to y'all tomorrow morning for a recap of today's games. All right. Till next time, guys. Bye.